Hey, so what's up, y'all? Welcome back to a new video. I know it's been a really long time since I last posted.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
But yeah, let's get started with today's videos. Today I'll be explaining you guys how to use the graph in After Effects, which I don't know how, but a lot of people find confusing, and you might be one of them, and you clicked on the right video. Because I'm not like those other YouTubers where they take 10 years to explain stuff. I'll explain everything in a really simple and easy way to understand. So yeah, let's get started. I'll be basically making this into two parts, which is one part will be speed graphs, which a lot of beginners use more, and then value graph, which you all probably came for. So to get started, what you want to do is put a new shape layer, and let's just put a square, I guess, right here. And what you want to do now is press S on your keyboard, which would basically turn on the scale. Put the keyframes for the scales like this, and put 150 here, and it would basically be a zoom in, as you can see, from this keyframe to this keyframe. Then how to use the graph. So an easiest way for me to explain the graph is simply at first is it's going to be making the keyframes go from one point to the other in a fast manner or a slow manner. So it can go, the square can zoom in really quickly, really slowly, or it can be a smooth zoom quick or zoom in slow. It really matters. It really depends on, like, what you want to do. So to make use of these keyframes, because you can see this doesn't work. What you want to do is make it easy, which basically makes it a lot nicer to edit in the graph. So how you do that is select both of them, right click on a keyframe, go to keyframe assistant, and go to easy ease, or you can just press F9 on your keyboard, which is much easier. If you can't do that, I'm sorry, you have some problems. But yeah, press easy ease, and then your keyframe should turn out looking like what do you call that? I don't know. This, yeah, you can tell what they look like. What you want to do next is select both keyframes, go to the graph editor. As you can see, it's a flow. It's an easy ease flow. So first, because we're going to be doing speed graphs, here's a speed graph. If you don't know what a speed graph is, it's basically another way of editing how the speed of your from one keyframe to another happens. So it can go really fast, really slow. And the easiest way for me to explain this is basically, let's say you see I can select it, right? So as you can see, it goes, here goes slow, and then here would be the fast point, like the faster point, and then here will go slow again. So it's a really balanced graph right here. If you want to make it unbalanced, you gotta move one of these. So let's say we move it like this. What this does, it now basically makes the square go slow at first, and then you see how fast it goes down. It's gonna go really fast at this point right here. Let's look at this. You see, really slow and smooth at the beginning, and then fast. Basically, that's how you read the speed graphs. And then if you want to make it the opposite, you would do something like this, and then something like that, and it'll go really quickly and really slow at the end. That's also pretty smooth though. Yeah, so you can also make it smaller, bigger. It really depends on how you like it most. And then there's this graph that everyone uses the most, which is a pointy looking, I guess, mountain looking thingy. And this is how it looks. So it would go really slow. Right here would go the fast part, and then it would go slow again. That's pretty smooth. That's basically all you need to know for speed graphs. So now I want to show y'all how a edit value graph would look like. So yeah, what you want to do is again select keyframes, and then you have this, which is completely different. And don't get scared, explain it in the easiest way possible. So yeah, what you want to do first is actually understand it. So how would you understand this is basically the same as the speed graph. So you see it goes slow, and this point right here where it's really sharp, it's gonna go fast, and then right here where it curves, this part right here is gonna go slow again. So it would look something like this. That's pretty smooth already. They usually don't want to leave it like this. So the easiest graphs that I can explain to you guys is first this is the easiest graph. A lot of people use it, but they just extend it more like this, so it has a more sharp look. A lot of people use that, but there's also a graph like this, which you've probably seen on the internet, and this is this is called a fast graph. Basically, it goes extremely fast. So as you can see right here, it's going to be really sharp, which means that up to here it's going to go fast, and here it's going to go slower, and then fast again. Sorry, here's going to go fast, slow the whole time. So yeah, that'll be fast, slow. And then this right here would be another really famous graph, which basically makes it really smooth by going fast, slow, fast. See that at the end how it goes fast? So yeah, a lot of people use this graph too. But I would say if you're a beginner and you don't really understand this yet, just do this graph and then the second graph, which is my favorite, which would be opposite of fast graph, which would be slow, which is basically this. And a lot of people use this when they want the clip to start moving a lot during the end of its, duration. So this is how this would look. If you don't understand it, you see it's really slow exponentially, just goes straight, and then it starts going up, which this part would be faster and faster at the end. Yeah, it's pretty easy to understand. And then there's parts, where you could, I would not suggest this, but I'll just show you an example. Here you could, make it 180, let's say. And then you have something like this, 3 points. But no editor really does this. So what you really wanna, if you really wanna do it like this, you could. Let's just say you decide to go something like this. This could work technically. You see that works, but the easier way to do it and the better way to do it as an editor is remove that keyframe. And what you want to do is add a new null object above it. And what you want to do is you want to parent this right here, take this and parent it to this null. So parent the shape to the null object. And now this null object basically be connected, and we press scale now and we put it somewhere here. And let's say we wanted to downscale this time to 80. And we would select again and then press F9 on your keyboard, or go right click keyframe assistant, go to the graph, and you see we have a different graph now. It goes this way. It's the same thing, guys, literally. Now it just goes the opposite way. So this would be a fast graph now. See? Because it goes from downwards. So it looks something like this. Of course, that doesn't look great because it doesn't follow how it ended. But this does right here. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. It doesn't. What the hell did I do wrong? Wait, let me check. This should work. What the? Oh yeah, wait, my fault. I just noticed what it was. You don't want to overlap these keyframes. You see, it's not really too smooth, but it does the work well. It works well, but you don't really want to. But basically the story of this is you do not want to ever add a third keyframe right here. It does not work properly. This is how you would actually do it. It might not be as smooth, but you could change it and make it something like this. You see, that works better in a way. Or just like move it around, test it out. At the end of the day, you're gonna turn out with something that looks better. It just really depends. And that's it, guys. I mean, can't really show you much more. It's pretty simple to understand. Just try practicing it. try looking at this video multiple times if you don't get it. And yeah, hopefully I'll start posting every week now. If I don't, it is what it is. I'll try posting every second week. I probably should post every week, but I'm lazy and you never know what may happen. So yeah, but stay tuned for another tutorial, and I hope you guys have a good day. See y'all.